Hi, good day everyone. Today we'll be presenting our topic on how knowledge of linguistics contributes to our future role as English language teachers. My name is LINGISWERRY PARTHIVAN. My mention number is MC240126160, and I will begin with the introduction. So, first, let me briefly explain what is linguistic and why it's important. Now we look for the interaction. So here, linguistics is the scientific study of language and how it works. As a future English teacher, understanding linguistics is very important because it helps us to understand how students learn English in different ways. From my working experience in an international school, students come from different countries and English is not their first language for many of them. Because of this, they may face many different challenges like in a grammar, pronunciations, or understanding the meanings. So overall, linguistic helps teachers identify and analyze these learner errors so we can choose the better teaching strategy and support student more effectively. So yeah, thank you.
Hi, my name is Subramaniam. Today, I'll be talking about how phonology and phonics contribute to my future role as an English language teacher. First, I'll focus on stress, rhythm, and intonation. These are important features of spoken English that go beyond just pronouncing individual sounds. Stress refer to which syllables or words are emphasized. Rhythm is the pattern of stressed and unstressed sound, and intonation is the rise and fall of the voice when we speak. So, as a teacher, understanding these elements help me model correct pronunciation more effectively for my students. Many learners pronounce words correctly but still sound unnatural because of incorrect stress or intonation. So, for example, changing stress in a sentence can change the meaning or emphasis. So, I can guide students not only to say word correctly but to speak more naturally and clearly. This also strongly supports listening and speaking skills. When students are familiar with rhythm and intonation patterns, they can better understand spoken English and communicate more confidently to people. So, next, I'll talk about sound letter relationship, which is an important part of phonics. This refers to how letters and combination of letters represent sound in English. Understanding this helps students connect what they see in written text with how it is pronounced. As a future teacher, I can use this knowledge to support early reading development. When students learn how sound match with letters, they are able to decode more easily instead of just memorizing it. So, this also helps to improve word recognition skills. Students become faster and more accurate readers because they can break down unfamiliar words into smaller sound units. Overall, this strengthens their literacy skills, including reading, spelling, and even writing. So, by teaching sound letter relationships effectively, I can help students build a strong foundation in English from an early stage. Thank you.
In this slide, I'll be explaining about the morphology. So morphology is the study of how words are formed in, it focuses on the structure of words by looking at the part like prefixes, suffixes, and root words. For example, in the word unhappiness, un is prefix, happy is a root word, and ness is a suffix. Understanding morphology is important because it helps us to build vocabulary more effectively. When we know the meaning of the different word parts, we can guess the meaning of the new or unfamiliar words. In addition, morphology supports our understanding of complex words. Instead of memorizing every word, we can break them down into smaller parts, which makes learning easier and more meaningful. Overall, morphology plays an important role in improving our language skills, especially in reading and vocabulary development. Next, I'll be explaining about the syntax. Syntax refers to sentence structures and the rules of grammar. It focuses on how words are arranged to form meaningful sentences. For example, she is happy is correct, but happy is she may sound unusual in normal conversation. Syntax is important because it helps us form clear and meaningful sentences. Without proper sentence structure, communication can become confusing. It also helps us to identify grammatical errors. By understanding syntax, we can recognize mistakes in sentence formation and correct them easily. Furthermore, syntax improves our writing skills. When we apply correct grammar rules, our writing becomes clearer, more organized, and easier to understand. In conclusion, syntax is essential for effective communication, both in speaking and writing.
Good day, my name is Agathiswaran. Today I'm going to present about semantic and pragmatics. Semantic and pragmatics both are concerned with the meaning in the language. Semantics refer to the literal or dictionary meaning of the words and sentences, and about the pragmatic refer to how meaning changes depending on the situation and the context. For example, the sentence "it's cold here" semantically means that the temperature is very low, but pragmatically it could mean a request to close the window or the aircon. So for the simplest part, semantics means what the word is mean, and pragmatic means what the speaker really mean in a particular situation. Thank you. Nextly, I'm going to present about the social linguistic. Okay, social linguistic is the relationship between language and society. It shows how people use language differently from different social background and culture and also environment. Here in classroom, students come from different culture and also language background. As teacher, we need to respect this difference and create an inclusive learning environment for all kind of students, so that we respect them and also accept their different culture and also different social environment. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is NAIDU, daughter of NAVAINTHRAN. My metric number is MC2401266694. I am going to talk about language acquisition. Language acquisition is the process of learning a second language over time. It is important to understand that learning does not happen immediately. Instead, it is a gradual process where students improve step by step. During this process, making errors is completely normal. In fact, errors shows that students are actively learning and developing their language skills. This understanding helps teachers plan lessons more effectively and provide scaffolding, which means giving support step by step until students can learn independently. In conclusion, knowledge of linguistics plays an important role in improving teaching effectiveness. It helps teachers understand why learners face certain difficulties and how to address them properly. With this knowledge, teachers can choose more effective teaching strategies that suit students' needs. At the same time, it helps teachers become more confident and reflective in their teaching practice, allowing them to continuously improve their methods. Thank you.